Hello, I'm Jenny sharing my personal takes on K-dramas. If you haven't watched Weak Hero Seasons 1 and 2 yet, be careful, everything in this audio could be spoilers. Some people have been asking about seong-je's iconic line "낭만 합격" in my comments. Netflix translated it as "hats off to the friendship" in the English subtitles. Oh, I totally get why you're confused about this. I was scratching my head too when I first saw that translation. Let me break down what this phrase actually means. It's honestly such a cool window into seong-je's character. So here's the simple breakdown. 낭만 means romance or romanticism. 합격 means pass or approval. Put them together and it's like romantically approved or romantically passes the test. But what does that really mean? It's definitely not just hats off to the friendship, like Netflix translated. I mean, I get what they were trying to do with the respect angle, but they missed the whole vibe. When seong-je says 낭만 합격, he's basically saying, "You've passed my vibe check," or "I approve of your choice." It's kind of his wordplay. He's playfully acknowledging Juntai's courage. Juntai's choice to protect his friends wasn't practical at all, but seong-je respected that boldness. It's his way of saying, "Oh, that's beautiful," when someone does something. That fits his romantic worldview. In our modern society, unconditional love or friendship is often dismissed as romantic or idealistic, right? seong-je is using romance as a metaphor for the friendship that Baku's family demonstrates. Leejunyoung, who plays seong-je, said in interviews this was one of his favorite lines. Makes total sense. And when he betrays Sayun later at the bowling alley, it's not because he's Team Baekjin or anything. It's because being the villain was more fun and dramatic. Like when he tells Si-eun with that smirk, "I was starting to feel like a good person." And he was like, "Nope, boring. Not for me." Of course, it could also be because he still considers Baekjin a true friend and has some loyalty left for him. I've heard that in the webtoon. seong-je's friendship and loyalty to Baekjin is shown more directly. But in the drama, instead of emphasizing that or trying to figure out his true intentions, they focused on making him this charming villain character who pursues fun as a romantic. His whole thing with rejecting the adult gang offer? Same deal. Not a moral choice. Just not dramatic or fun enough for his taste. That scene where the Cheonggang boss offers him Baekjin's position? seong-je just takes the card without saying yes or no. A lot of you noticed how weird and cryptic that was. Almost like he was testing the Cheonggang boss. And when he asks, "Where's Baekjin?" there's definitely something more there. I keep seeing debates in the comments about whether he's just a villain or something more. Honestly, the ambiguity is what makes him interesting. Is he a good guy? Definitely not. He beats people up, steals stuff, betrays Si-eun when it counts. But unlike Baekjin, who doesn't hesitate to use any means necessary for his own benefit, seong-je at least acknowledges the mess he's in. Like when he's limping out of the police station. He says to Baekjin, "Aren't we on the same side even though we're shitty people?" He's self-aware, you know? He knows they're doing bad stuff. He just doesn't really care. Oh, and so many of you have been telling me the webtoon version of seong-je is totally different. Apparently he's more honorable in the original, not as backstabby, more code-driven. I'm totally planning to check out the webtoon during my break. And can we talk about when seong-je takes Si-eun's photo and says, "Your eyes look sad"? That wasn't even scripted. Leejunyoung just came up with that on the spot. Like, he understood the assignment so well. No wonder everyone says he was born to play this role. Have you guys noticed the whole color thing going on? Si-eun's always in blue, seong-je in red. They're set up to be opposites visually, but they both have that laser focus during fights where they tunnel vision on their target. Someone mentioned from the webtoon that seong-je actually compares himself to Si-eun because they're similar that way. If we get season 3, please Netflix gods. I'm super curious about where seong-je goes next. Will he join Cheonggang? Or maybe help Baku's crew if Baekjin is still around? The way he always calls Baekjin without his last name, which is a closeness thing in Korean, makes me think he's not ready to replace him. That's what makes Gyum Seong-je such a standout villain. He's not evil for the usual boring reasons. He's just obsessed with life's aesthetics, ready to play whatever role feels most dramatically satisfying. Thanks for listening to my rambling. I'll be back with more character deep dives soon. Maybe Go-tak and Juntai next? Let me know. Drop your thoughts in the comments.